Hi, are you in the HR profession? Do you want to know how you can be more creative and innovative towards the future of HR? If yes, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Dixon, and today in this video I'm going to share with you 3 mindsets that you need to embrace if you want to be more creative and innovative in your role as a HR professional. Now, why understanding this is important to you? Because the workplace is changing, the marketplace is changing, and the roles that you are embracing as an HR professional is also changing. So that's why you need to pay more attention on how to be more creative and innovative. Specifically in today's video, I want to share with you 3 mindset shifts that you need to embrace. So what are the 3 mindset shifts you need to embrace? Let me go through it one by one with you. What's the number one? Okay, number one is what I call the think different. Think different. That means you need to embrace a different mindset. Traditionally, HR embrace a process-driven mindset. That means the HR will map out a lot of different processes and the employees need to follow. But now you need to shift the thinking. You need to think different. Instead of thinking about process, you need to shift your thinking from process to experience. From process to experience. So what does that mean? That means you need to think from an employee perspective. You need to think from a user perspective. You need to think about how you can walk the journey together with the user or the employee, and then you map out your process and your experience journeys accordingly. Right? So that's the first thing you need to embrace, right, is to think different, to shift from process to experience. So what's the second mindset shift? The second mindset shift is what I call uncertain, and embrace uncertainty. So what does that mean? That means nowadays, because of the technological development, because of the market development, because of the social development, things are moving at a hyper speed and things are getting increasingly uncertain, and that's why you need to embrace this new mindset of speed trumps perfection. Right? Speed trumps perfection. That means speed is super important. Right? You don't need to wait until the perfect timing to launch something. You don't need to wait until the perfect product or perfect policy or the perfect guidelines are in place, right, before you launch it. Right? So what I would suggest is you need to embrace speed. Right? Whenever you have some new guidelines and new policies, you may want to launch it in a small scale. Right? Launch it, test it among the employee, right? Get their early feedback so that you can improve the next version. Right? So instead of waiting for the perfect moment to do certain thing, you need to embrace this, like speed trumps perfection. Okay, you have the version 1, launch it, get some feedback, improve it, launch the version 2, and so forth. So that's the second mindset shift. So how about the third mindset shift? Right? The third mindset shift you need to embrace is what I call the be open. Right? Be open. Be open to what? Be open to the marketplaces, to be open to what's happening outside of your industry, right? So that you can adopt what we call the borrowed creativity. Borrowed creativity. That means look at what's happening outside of industry and see if you can adapt and use it for your own industry. Traditionally, our mindset is, that policy, right? Let's say it is a 4-day work week policy, is available and happening in the technology industry, and you may think that, we are not a technology company, it won't work for us in this industry. That is their own policy because they are the technology sector. So what you can do right now is you need to be more open to new ideas happening outside you. Instead of saying that, we are different, right? We cannot adapt that. What you can do is, this policy is working well in the technology sector or in that particular industry. How can we modify and make it work for our industry? So you see, that's the mindset shift. You need to be open. Instead of saying that, we are different, we can't do that. Right? What you need to do is you can say, oh, it's working in that industry, right? How can we modify and adopt it so that we can make it work for our own industry? So to recap, what are the 3 mindset shifts you need to embrace? Number 1 is to think different. Number 2, embrace the uncertainty so that you can focus on speed rather than perfection. And number 3 is be open to other industry, be open to other industry trends. So in short, right, I call it the DUO mindset, right? Different, uncertain, open. So I hope this video sharing is something useful to you, and I hope this can help you to become a more creative and innovative HR professional. So if you like this video, share with your friends and colleagues. Once again, this is Dickson. Embrace creativity as an HR professional. Cheers.